welcome to Clashtime. I'm Kaz and I'm back in Paris because rumour has it that Mr. R-rated Edge is still here. So I'm trying to catch him to get him to answer all of your questions that you posted on my Facebook page. And the winner of the competition will be up to him. It's no longer in my hands, so stay tuned to see who he'll be picking. But of course, we'll also have all the latest from this week in the WWE and our vintage collection with all the oldies. So don't move an inch.
Don't move an inch.
Your wish just came true.
You think you know me?
This is my Kaz interview on Clashtime.
Welcome to Clashtime. I'm Kaz and I'm here with the one, the only, the R-rated Edge. Edge, I'm so excited to have grabbed you in Paris. I know you've got lots of busy things ahead of you, but I would like to ask you, now that you're retired,
Yes.
you must have plenty of time on your hands, hobbies. How have you been spending your days?
I didn't have as much time as I thought I was going to. It's been booked up pretty tight. 2 days after retiring, I got a phone call to shoot a TV show in the U.S., in Canada actually. We shot
Haven?
Haven. So
Right.
I did 4 episodes of that, and that took up the entire summer. So I was living in Nova Scotia the entire summer, shot those episodes. And then from there, it's been to SummerSlam and up to Toronto and here. So it really, I haven't felt retired yet.
Oh, but that's good.
It is good,
Nice
but I didn't.
ease.
I really wanted to. At first, I was like, okay, I'm going to be a recluse, grow a big beard, birds nesting in it, and just sit up in the mountains. I realized by doing things that would have been the wrong thing to do. I needed to kind of gradually ease into this retirement thing, and Haven was great for that. Because it gave me a creative outlet. Still, I needed that, and I realize now that I do need that.
And you were also on Sanctuary, weren't you?
Yes, but I actually shot that last year at this time.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but it only came out.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
weird, it's a completely
Sure.
different turnover rate with Haven. While we were shooting, the ones that we
Oh,
shot a
wow,
month before
really?
were airing. So it was really,
Oh, wow. So the
really
editors
tight.
are
Yeah.
on a tight schedule.
Yeah.
And you've also got a movie in the pipeline.
Yes, and that's another thing too. Like I shot that last August.
Oh.
So it's so far gone to me now. Like I was still, on
Yeah, of
Raw at that
course.
point, not even SmackDown.
Wow.
Yeah.
And are you wanting to focus primarily on acting now, or are you just taking everything as it comes?
I'm taking it as it comes. I'm focusing on me, I think,
Okay.
is what I'm focusing on that, because I think for a long time with that schedule, it's hard to do that. And this is the best I've felt in I can't remember how long.
Oh.
Just because it's like I'm not perpetually exhausted.
Yeah, sure.
I feel human and like engaging in conversations with strangers and
Exactly.
just having fun.
Yeah, well, you seem great, because I remember the last time I saw you was Leon, and it was obviously just after you'd
Yeah.
said that you were retiring, and so it was all kind of tense, and I guess you didn't know what to expect and other things, but
Yeah.
it's actually gone much better than expected.
Well, and I didn't expect it to be bad. I didn't know what to expect.
Sure.
But I wasn't focusing on it being negative or anything. But at that point too, I was still in a lot of pain because I
Yeah,
was
of course,
just
yeah.
kind of removed from still getting thrown around. And the one thing that I've learned is that as I get further removed from it, the better I feel. you know, from a
brilliant.
physical standpoint.
Yeah, because I remember you were saying that you couldn't feel both your hands at one point.
Yeah. So that has slowly but surely, you know, as long as I stay active and stay moving, you know, you know, when I sit on a plane for a long time, it'll still, you know, get angry at me. But generally speaking, you know, when you talked about hobbies, I'm hiking, I'm kayaking, I'm mountain biking.
Golf?
I started no golf yet. Stand-up paddleboarding though.
We gave you a golf set.
I know. I still have it.
We'll retake that so that when my boss watches it, you can be like, golf all the time.
I'm on a mountain. It's tough to golf on a mountain.
Fair enough. Okay, we'll let you off. Okay. And going back to the WWE, Edge per se has had so many eras. Was there an era of Edge that you absolutely loved, that was your favourite, or does it all blur into one after a while?
It kind of does a little bit, but then if I see something that will trigger a memory or something like that, like we had the era of awesomeness way before Miz probably wasn't even born yet, and that was fun with Christian because we were just two goofy idiots acting exactly like we did when we grew up, and now you're getting to do it in the occupation you always wanted to be in. But I tried to have fun with everybody I worked with, whether it was Lita, whether it was Vicky, Randy Orton. You know, I had fun with everybody.
Yeah. And talking about Christian, what are your thoughts on his new character? His new character, his new personality, the way it's developed, his new grudge holding and not wanting to stop. Because I mean, I was shocked when you came out at SummerSlam and then again on SmackDown, and I've spoken to him about it, and you know, I'm not stirring anything here, but he blames you. He blames you for his defeat at SummerSlam.
Well, it's funny too, like I really want to be retired, and I don't want to come on the show every 2 or 3 months. I really don't. Like
okay.
I really just let me go away.
Yeah.
But they keep. I'm still on contract, so they keep pulling me back.
Well, we miss you. The fans miss you.
But here's the thing. I am retired. So it's like every time I come back, they start chanting spear, 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 and I can't.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and every time I come back, it confuses that. The people, oh, well, he's back, so yeah, oh, he's going to start wrestling. And it's like, no, I'm not. So,
yeah, a lot of people do think.
You know, I think I need to actually be away.
Yeah. And talking about the spear, are you upset that Christian's taken that?
Oh, heck no. I'm glad somebody did, and if anyone's going to, I think it should have been him.
Fair enough. And do you think he should still go after, not Randy anymore, Mark Henry?
I wouldn't want to go after Mark Henry, but I've tried that before. Yeah, I mean, I'm just happy for him. You know, I'm happy that he finally got to the pinnacle. You know, and he accomplished what he set out to do. Because I know if he hadn't, that would have been the one. I don't know if it would have been a regret because I can't speak for him, but I know that would have been one thing that kind of stuck with him. And now he's done that. You know, there's every stone has been turned.
Which is great.
Yeah.
And obviously, when I spoke to him last time I was in Paris, he said that you were really influential in his career and getting it. Who was really influential to you?
I don't know how influential. I think he's just giving me more credit than I deserve on that. I think he did it himself. You know, I mean, at some point, you can try and open doors for people, but I've always said they have to kick it open themselves. You know.
Yeah.
And he did that. You know, for me, Bret Hart was very influential and really went to bat for me. You know, before I was ever signed, he was like, there's this kid up in Canada, and he was the champion at the time.
Yeah.
You know, so for the WWE at the time WWF champion to you know, even mention me to the company, I was like, wow, this is pretty amazing. You know?
But he obviously saw something in you.
He saw something, you know, and it was funny. He did this talk show in Toronto. It's just a little tiny talk show. It would have been, at the time, I guess, the Canadian version of Oprah, and he was a guest on it. I knew he was going to be a guest, so I got tickets, and I was in the audience, and it's on TV. I stood up, I asked him a question, and gosh, I think like 1991 or something, and he remembered that. So that when I ran back into him, he said, I remember you from the Deanie Petty show. And I went, wow, okay, cool. And so he kept seeing that I was serious about it. And I
but
guess...
that was smart of you as well, to have gone, actually, you know what?
Yeah,
I'm getting myself in
I'm
there.
gonna keep plugging away at this.
Yeah, which is the way it has to be done.
Yeah.
And when was it was it since you were a little kid? Was it a teenagehood? When was it that you went, you know what, I'm going to be a WWE superstar?
The first time I saw it.
Yeah.
It just resonated with me. I was always a little bit of a strange kid, I guess. I loved Kiss. I loved comic books. Or maybe that's a normal
And that's
kid.
quite cool now.
That's a normal kid,
I mean,
I
maybe
guess,
it wasn't
but-
cool when you were little.
Yeah,
It's cool
well,
now. The kids that like that.
I don't know if
They're
it
cool.
was then. Like, I was running around with, I wouldn't let my mom cut my hair, and I had like
okay.
these blonde ringlets, and I looked like a big girl, because I was like the stocky kid, but so I'd paint my face.
Just so you know, I've pictured Goldilocks.
It's not far off, honestly. Yeah,
Really?
but just like a very, picture Bam Bam from the Flintstones.
Okay.
Mixed with Goldilocks. With Kiss
Nice.
face paint and a plastic guitar.
Wow.
That was me.
Your mum must have been so proud.
You know what? I think she was.
Oh, bless
I
her.
think she was. Okay, he's doing his own thing.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, you were different.
Yeah.
She couldn't lose you at least.
Yeah.
That's mine. No one's going to abduct you.